this a secret? I know you like to keep it clean. No prying eyes to keep you honest. What do you hide when you hide with me? If you think you're clever, then you've never weathered anyone like me. I've been training all my life. Guess your numbers aren't right. Cause when she calls mine, I'm not gonna lie. Those pretty eyes, are you scared now? You can't erase all the things you've seen. Do you like my shows and all my monsters? Now you're my latest favorite thing. Do you wanna play misbehave? Say the ways you plan to hurt me, abuse and drain me dry. Now you wanna know if you'll make it out alive. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Fine. Oops.
All right, let's see. Where are we? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the TTRPG Theater. And, let me sign in over here. Get myself all ready. Welcome, everybody. It is Thursday. It is a little earlier than normal. And there's a reason for that. Tonight is it's a very, very special night as far as I'm concerned. It is one of my favorite weeks of the year. It is virtual Greyhawk Con weekend, or as I termed it long ago, October is here. It is a weekend full of gaming dedicated to the world of Greyhawk, my favorite campaign setting. I know there's a lot of other people that are big fans. We have so many people. It is a community that came together. We put this together under the leadership of Lord Gazumba 5 years ago. This is year 5 anyway. This is Virtual Greyhawk Con number 5. It was in response to COVID having basically all the in-person conventions canceled. GaryCon in person canceled, and we didn't know when things were going to open back up again. So we decided to do something about that, and was able to help out a little back then as far as like testing systems out, figuring out how things would work, and it's just grown, and basically it's one of the best things to come out of the now formalized Greyhawk creatives community. And it's just a joy, and I'm so looking forward to it. Oh, the convention's actually getting started a little early. This is a little bit of a preview show, but it is mostly focused on what I'm going to be doing. However, tonight, where things normally get started tomorrow morning, tonight we are going to have we are going to be having gaming tonight, and I will be playing. I will be playing on Lord Gazumba's stream. I am super, super excited about that. Yeah, of course, this is the one person show, and with work and starting early, a little bit more rushed than even usual. So, I'm having my squirrel moments now. I think I've got everything up. Do want to mention that the stream is sponsored by Troll Lord Games, proud makers of Castles and Crusades, Amazing Adventures, Harvesters, and I believe Victorious is the other game. Hopefully, they're going to be doing a reprint. I'm actually got to rep the Castles and Crusades shirt. There will be Castles and Crusades this weekend. There's going to be a bunch of that coming up, as I will be detailing in a little bit. We do have a giveaway going on. It is exclamation point ticket to enter, and it is for a $10 digital product coupon. $10 towards any digital product, basically any PDF from the Troller Games website. So get in on that. I mean, it's your odds are good. If you are looking to build up your TLG, uh, you know, list of books and adventures and such, there is a lot to choose from. And I see that we are taking a quick ad break. Thank you, Stream Elements. So yeah, take advantage of that. And like I said, TLG has been really, really cool to me. They've been a great sponsor, providing these digital product coupons for me to give away, and I will be giving away more this weekend. More on that in a moment. So, like I said, the convention started in 2020 in response to COVID shutting down all the in-person conventions, and it was a fantastic excuse to jump into a weekend of gaming. I've been, ever since the first one, I've taken the Friday off because the gaming typically started on Friday. And then I would take Monday off because I knew that after a weekend of gaming, I would be exhausted. So exhausted. Like, I mean, I love gaming. But peopling for 3 days straight, even as much as I love the people, it takes a lot out of you, and your sleep habits are not great. And it didn't help that I was normally like running a game at the before the rooster crowed in the morning, and be running a game late at night. I've managed to get away from that this year. This is probably, for me, this is probably the biggest switch in the fact that I am running 3 games, and none of them are at unreasonable hours. It's a joy to be able to say that. So, let's talk a little bit about things getting started. As I mentioned, we are getting started tonight, and we will be raiding into Lord Gazumba as basically as soon as he goes live. I know we, normally we go full on till 7:30 or so. However, I am actually going to be playing in tonight's game. I managed to snag a ticket to the convention. If you have not signed up and you're still on the fence for virtual Greyhawk Con, listen, I believe there are games still available. There are actually games still available with some pretty good DMs. The badge for virtual Greyhawk Con is $5. It's the lowest amount that they're allowed, that they would allow us to charge. It's $5, and I think there's like $1.50 or $1.30 something convenience fee that we can't do anything about. So it's less than $10. PP Gaming RPG, great to see you, Toriano. It's been a hot minute. It's nice to see you on. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. So yeah, it's been, there are still, let me take a peek and see, because I don't want to lead people wrong. There are, there's 5e games available with the Greyhawk Reborn people. They are all over this con. I haven't played in any of their games, but I've heard great things. Uh, there is a game being run, a thirsty sword, thirsty sword lesbian game of all things, being run by our friend Lee. That still has spots open. That's being run at tomorrow at, I'm not tomorrow, Saturday at 9 a.m. Uh, there there is there is a Len Lakofka module being run on Saturday as well at 9 o'clock. That is being run in 1E2E. Yeah, that's available. And there's more to go. There's an OSE game that is still available. I think there's actually a DC. Is that DCC or is that BX? Oh yeah, no, it's basic D&D is being run. So yeah, there are games still available to play in. $5 and change. The individual game tickets don't cost you anything. There's no charge for the individual game tickets. It's just the badge, and then basically play as many games as you can fit onto your schedule. As I mentioned, I did snag a ticket for tonight's game. We are playing. It's being hosted by Lord Gazumba. He's going to be DMing. His standard 1E2E. The adventure he's running is actually written by William Henry Dvorak. In Twitch, you might know him as Giant Stomp. Will is, he's a fantastic guy, and if you're somebody who likes playing 5e, there are a few people that I would recommend more as a DM than Will. I know that he was having some issues. I'm not sure whether or not he managed to get his game filled, because there was quite a few games running at the same time. Um, hmm, not sure. You might have actually managed to get that one filled. But yeah, Will's a great guy, and he's written a ton of 5e content, including subclasses and detailed information for the world of Greyhawk. So check out his stuff if you like 5e, and if you're just looking for inspiration, for if you're running a game in a different system, whether it be Castles and Crusades, 1E, 2E, whatever the case may be. You can find inspiration. He's got so much good stuff. I highly recommend it. But Jay is going to be running his new adventure, The Lost City of the Soul. I am not sure if that's going to be kind of interesting. We'll see where that takes us. I will be playing my fighter thief, Durgrim Flintblade, and we are going to be joined at some point in that game by Ed Greenwood. You know him as the creator of the Forgotten Realms. He is basically Elminster personified, for those of you who are Forgotten Realms fans, or just D&D fans who are familiar with the name. So I get to play alongside Ed tonight, so that's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. It's going to be a good group, good game, miniatures, and all the good stuff, terrain. So, and I believe after that, Darling Creepshow is running the second streamed game for tonight. I probably should have grabbed the various, the various sessions. I'll do that now, or at least I'll be able to rattle them all. So in addition to all the games that are being run, there are a whole lot of highlighted streams for this weekend. And where am I? Let me. All right. So yeah, tonight we have Lost City of the Sulis, being run by Lord Gazumba. The second highlighted stream tonight is Vengeance of the Red Duchess, being run by Darling Creepshow. That's going to be a 10 p.m. start. Good evening, Touch of Evil. Good to see you. And then tomorrow morning, we are starting off with the first of, and let me see about going into this. That's not the one that I want. It's always fun when you're like trying to do the stuff on the fly, and for some reason things don't show up the way you would think they're going to show up. That's fine. We can adjust. All right. So tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., we have the first of my highlighted streams. I have 3 stream games going, 2 of which are highlighted. The first game is going to be Pirates and Privateers, and if you're thinking there might be some time aboard a ship in this one, I would say that's a pretty good bet. We have a mix of familiar, the players know that they're streamed, but I didn't have like good. I didn't want to give their full names out just in case they're not comfortable with it. So I everyone will be able to introduce themselves however they want to tomorrow as far as who they are. But I do have a group of 6 players. It's a mix of players who have been in this campaign already. One is playing their current character. Actually, for that game, I think there are 2 people playing their current characters. One is actually in the longer running group. One of them has played his character a couple of times already. This will be his first time with this group of people. I've got another player who is playing a second character in the campaign for the first time. And then a few who are here, just newbies for the con, and it's great. I am glad to have them with me. I think some of them I've run games for them before. The names all sound familiar, but yeah, it's gonna be a good time. That is Pirates and Privateers. It is considered part of my Embers of Empire campaign, as all of my Castles and Crusades games in the world of Greyhawk are, and that is going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. Right here on this channel. After that, and that'll be the first highlighted stream of the morning. And meanwhile, Mike Disney will be doing some miniature painting at noon on his channel. You can jump between the two. Make sure you lurk between two. Lurking is, it's huge. I can't overstate the value of lurking to a streamer just because huge on chasing numbers, but I have to admit it feels good when you see a decent number of people, even if they're lurking. I don't care if you're lurking, if you're active in the chat, that's fantastic. It's wonderful seeing the chats, people talking, getting feedback on what you're enjoying, answering questions, so on and so forth. But even if you're lurking quietly or have the stream on in the background, just getting that view is it helps. It helps with visibility. It helps with people finding your stream. It helps showing an interest in the stream, and it gives some idea that people care about what you're doing. At noon, and it'll probably be or not noon. I'm sorry, at 2 p.m. Eastern. Troller Games on their channel. We're going from one CNC game into another. I'll be raiding into Troller Games at 2:00 for Into the Dark, being run by Stephen Chenault himself. Keith, great to see you. Thank you so much for the subscription, the resub. 33 months. Wow, that is awesome. Thank you so much for popping in, and welcome to Virtual Greyhawk Con weekend, my friend. We are here. So yeah, I'll be raiding into Troller Games tomorrow at 2 p.m. Stephen Chenault is running a session called Into the Dark. All I can say for the players is If there is any type of bottle of water, I don't care if it's a puddle, run away. Run away. You've been warned. And if you didn't catch that, well, you should have been watching this stream. I cannot be held responsible for what happens to your characters you are not watching. Following that, there's a couple things going on. At 5 p.m. on Troller Games, so I guess they're running from 2 to 5. At 5 p.m., they're doing a What's New for Troller Games. At 6 p.m. on Lord Gazuma's channel is the works of Anna B. Meyer. I'm assuming it's going to have a lot to do with maps, heraldry, world building, campaign building, all kinds of stuff. There. Huh. Hey, Anna. Perfect timing. How about that? Oh man, that's awesome. I love it. Yeah, so I was basically going over the highlighted streams tomorrow. And then the next highlighted stream after that is 8 p.m. Castle Entertainment, Carlos Slicing. I should mention, all right, well, let's go to the highlighted streams first. Maps, rules, and more. Awesome. That's fantastic. So I'm assuming the rules for your Meyerhawk campaign, because it's very from all I've heard, is very intriguing system. Nice. That's awesome. At 8 p.m. tomorrow evening is Castle Entertainment, Carlos Slicing. And the adventure is, oh my goodness, Exi Productico Ferangi. I think that's that's what it looks like. That's what I'm going with. Actually, it looks like there might be special characters. It's hard to tell with the with the font and the way it's printed here. I will be playing in that game. I should note that it's not a stream game. This one is a stream game. I do have my second stream game, which will be from 3 o'clock in the afternoon till 7. So that's going to be in the background behind all these other stream games. So if you could spare me a lurk as well, I would love that. And then 10 p.m. coming from you live from New Zealand, we've got Armin running the Forest of Doom. I don't know what time it's going to be in New Zealand when he's running it, but it will be 10 p.m. here. So that'll take you into the night on Friday night. Hey, Jay, good to see you. Actually, you know something? I'm pretty sure I have a Anna. I really need to remember. No, they decided not to do a stream today. I saw the announcement earlier. So me flying solo until then. Every time I think I've got all my stuff ducks in a row, I'm reminded that my ducks are most certainly not in a row. They've all wandered off doing who knows what. I'm pretty sure one of them is a squirrel. There we go. It's like I have to remember that I had I knew I had one for Anna. I have to remember to pull that out. Hey Pat, good to see you. Oh man. All right, so moving on to Saturday. And let's go back to Buzz. Oh, that's great, Rob. You. So starting on Saturday at 8 a.m. in the morning, we start the first highlighted stream of the day is on Lord Gazuma's channel. The Enemy of My Enemies, run by the ever mysterious Tim. Expect much mayhem. Expect possibly characters dying. I don't know. It depends. I guess it depends on how much coffee Tim has had in the morning. We'll see. Should definitely make for an interesting game. At 10 a.m. highlighted stream, we've got Troll Lord Games, The Lost Tower of Sivad, uh, being run by none other than Chuck Cumbo. So that should be a lot of fun. At 11 a.m., I have my third and final stream, second of my highlighted stream games, uh, being run here when the levee breaks. Um, this group is this group is pretty much my primary group for this campaign. It's the group that's run most often. It is a group that's celebrating their 1 year anniversary. The campaign started 1 year ago during Virtual Greyhawk Con. Was their first session. The group name is the oh goodness, how did I forget the group name? I am having a senior moment. Righteous Hands. That's it. I knew there's something about it. Unfortunately, they're down one members, so I will be running an NPC or two to give them some help. Uh, the big thing about this game is it starts from 11 o'clock. It runs till 5 p.m. Yes, you heard it here first. It is a 6 hour stream. We'll be going 6 hours. There will be a lot going on. There will be all kinds of shenanigans, I'm sure. And I named it when the levee breaks because this is a session where there's going to be some notable turning points for the campaign, in terms of the setting, and it's a campaign that takes place in the world of Niron. So we're going to see how that goes, how the characters react to it. We'll see who survives. I'm rooting for all of them to survive, but they're starting to gain some power. They are starting to gain some levels. So I get to throw more fun stuff at them. I can get away from a lot of the lower, less interesting, often used things. Oh, I mean, don't worry, it's Castles and Crusades. I mean, gnolls and hobgoblins and the like can still hurt them. But I get to throw some, even more fun stuff at them. At 3 p.m., we have another Anime Meyer session. This one is Shieldlands Patrol, where Anna will be DMing. I believe this is being run on Anna's Twitch channel. Looks like it's on her Twitch stream. So if you want to check out, Anna has done a lot of work. She's probably easily done more work with the Shieldlands than any person I know. So if you want a Shieldlands special, see what her vision of the Shieldlands, that's going to be a game to watch. Then at 6 p.m. we've got on Lord Gazumba's channel. The big event each year is one of two things. It's normally either a grand melee or the joust. This year we're doing joust again. Special guest Luke Gygax. I will be reprising my role as the Black Knight, so I will be taking part in this year's joust. It's going to be a lot of fun. I already know who my first round opponent is, and Coco Bunny, love you to death. I will show no mercy. So just saying, I'm putting it out there. I got to put that energy out there. The Black Knight has no time for other people. Black Knight seeks to regain what should rightfully be his. All others be damned. And to finish off Saturday evening, the late night game, relatively speaking, will be on Folk and Myth. The adventure is Vexing Hextor. I love that title. That title that just sounds like fun. I'm not sure who's running that, whether Bleak Season or Milo is running that session. I think Milo's the other GM in Folk and Myth, or main GM. I know Bleak, and Bleak is awesome. They're both awesome. So that concludes Saturday night. Sunday morning, I will not be streaming on Sunday, though I do get to play on Sunday. Sunday morning, I will be playing in a game being run by our very own Zarathon, Josh Pop, who is running one of the unreleased Len Lakofka adventures. So I'm really excited to get a chance to play that. That'll be purely a Discord game. But we do have our first highlighted stream at 10 a.m. Lord Gazumba. Oh, new to Greyhawk? Let's talk. Uh, I'm thinking it's a beginner's guide to Greyhawk, especially with with the fact that WotC is printing or has the map of the Flennis and the map of the city of Greyhawk. I think it's coming in the new Dungeon Masters. I believe that's the book that they're both going to be in. The you know the person who did the art did the drawing of the did the work of the Dungeon Master the art and Dungeon Master's Guide, or at least the map, which I believe is based on Anna's maps as a base, but you know doing the work to make it what WotC needed it to be. Mike Schley was on Jay's channel or Gazumba's channel, I guess about a month and a half ago. I don't know. Time's kind of weird these days, so it might have been a month and a half ago. It might have been 3 weeks ago for all I can remember. But yeah, there might be some new interest in the world of Greyhawk. Thanks to that, and for those newbies who come wandering in and seeing some of the various streams, seeing Jay's stream, having heard about it and not being clear, or basically just seeing Jay's stream, seeing the miniatures and wanting to know more about the setting. Sounds like it's going to be a good session. At noon, we've got Chaotic Good Gaming with Ghost Tower of Inverness. The old, I believe it's what, C2 module for Ghost Tower. So I actually I didn't have any copies of it as of like last GaryCon. And then just before GaryCon, I won a copy of it, a print on demand, well, not print on demand, a reprint of it from Jay's stream. And like 2 weeks after that, I went to GaryCon, and then I ended up getting a signed copy of the original printing, along with the original cover for it, signed by the author of Ghost Tower of Inverness, because I played in his, and he signed it when I got it while playing in his Tower of Gygax. And his name eludes me at the moment, and I apologize for that. Finally, and then for the last two streamed, we've got 3 p.m. Guild Superior with a Far Cry. I am assuming Dave will be running that game. Dave is another fantastic 5e GM. If you like playing 5e and are looking for someone who does 5e really, really well, doesn't get much better than Dave. And then finally, wrapping up the con at 7 p.m. on Lord Gazumba stream, we have Greyhawk Ask the Experts. Special guests Roger Moore, Malden, Alan Grodog Groy. It says Joe Block on here. Dude, is Joe still? I don't remember if Joe's still going to be there. I'm trying to remember what was said the other day. It might be someone. Joe is still going to be there. Okay, awesome. I don't trust my memory at this point, Jack. It's been a week. He isn't in Troy. Okay, that's the one. I knew there was discussion of one that he wasn't going to be in. I didn't. I think I came in just as it was mentioned. Didn't catch which seminar that was. All right, excellent. Yeah, that's going to lead up to basically the end of Virtual Greyhawk Con. That's a weekend. Alan Hammock, thank you, Dat Sadness. I appreciate that. Yeah, so that is the weekend, and it's a full weekend. I did mention that, yeah, I've got 30 hours gaming split almost evenly between running and 30 hours approximately, I should say. Because I know both of my streams on Friday are going to run the 4 hours. I know my Saturday stream is definitely going to run the 6 hours. So, I'm penciled in for running 14 hours worth of games. Um, Tonight's game probably is going to go 4 hours, I would think. Jay's games normally the best we can do is normally end on time. That's and honestly, I don't think anyone's complaining about that either because I know I'm not. But I tonight's game is going to be a long one. Uh, I honestly don't know how long Carlos's game tomorrow night's going to be. I'm assuming 4 hours. Give or take. And it is. Tonight's game is going to be fantastic. I'm really excited about it. I always love playing in Jay's games. Getting a chance to play alongside Ed Greenwood, who's going to be there later this evening. I think he's going to be about an hour in, because the man does have a job. That's going to be really, really, really cool. I have not, this will be the first time I get to play in a Carlos Licensing game tomorrow night. I've never been able to get into one of his games at what we call it at Gary Con, and to boot, it's also been really tricky trying to get into his games here. Partially because I think at other times his games ran around the same time mine did, or I just wasn't quick enough to get into the games. So this will be a first. I'm really looking forward to that. Saturday night, I mean, the joust goes, the joust goes for a while, but it's a matter of, it's not like you're constantly playing. You're hanging about, watching everybody else as, while you wait for your turn, rooting on people, having lots of fun, being the peanut gallery. So, however long it takes, that's, I mean, if it goes 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever the case may be, if you end, if you're out early, I mean, you can take a break if I guess if needed. So, but still, and then I'm anticipating Saturday, the Sunday morning game is going to go probably 4 hours. So it's going to be, about 16 hours of playing, 14 hours of castle keeping, and 30 hours over the course of the weekend. Plus, hanging out, watching other streams while I, get stuff done. It is set up to be a magical weekend. And I am so excited. We're getting closer and closer to the start time. And I'm so happy that I finally managed to get in touch with the last of my players to, in order to get everything organized. I just need them to accept my Discord so I can add them to the game. And then everybody will be accounted for. All of my games will be, all of my games will be set. So, and I realized that I put up the Embers of Empire, Pirates and Privateers, but, I kind of forgot to switch it over to the other ones. I probably should have set this up as a slideshow. My bad. This is what happens when you are just playing by we call it playing things by ear, close to the vest, however you want to term it. All right, cool. Switching it over just makes it work. Stolen Goods again Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. I have like an hour break between the two. I think 4 out of the 6 party members for Pirates and Privateers are scheduled to be in Stolen Goods, assuming their characters survive. If not, I'm going to have to roll up a character or have a pre-made for them really, really quick. So there's that. But the Stolen Goods, this is going to be set where Pirates and Privateers. Oh, actually, let's go back to Pirates and Privateers. I want to sell that short because, it's fine, Chuck. It'll all be fine. TLG is in the house. So let's start with pirates and privateers. Um, basic idea is there has been pirate activity along the southern shores of the Kingdom of Nyrond, especially in the area of the southern coast of Almor, which is currently held by the Kingdom of Nyrond. It got absorbed into Nyrond after the after it needed to be saved from the Great Kingdom's invasion during the Greyhawk Wars. The Great Kingdom basically went through and kind of salted the earth, scorched earth policies as they withdrew, left everybody with almost nothing. There is pirate activity and a group of adventurers, part of the Company of the Sundered Shield. New recruits and some current members, plus some new recruits to the Company of the Sundered Shield, have been called into action to find these pirates, track them down to their hideout and take them out. Let's see if they're able to do that. It should make for an interesting trip. And again, if you're like I said, if you're thinking that something's actually going to take on a place on a boat, I wouldn't bet against it. Moving on to stolen goods. In stolen goods, there have speaking of the former prelacy of Almor, now part of the Kingdom of Nyrond, and has been for the last 20 something years. There is some unease in the land. Shipments of goods meant to help the populace, help those who are very much in need. The Kingdom of Nyrond has undergone some really tough times and some belt tightening as a result of some internal strife following the war. The war really emptied the coffers, and much tightening needed to be done. So, when goods go missing and people are struggling, there's a lot of unease in the land. And again, the Company of the Sundered Shield is called into action to find out where the shipments, what's happening to these shipments, and take care of it. See you in 10, Jay. So, and again, like I said, 4 out of the 6 from the previous, from the first adventure will be in this one as well. Okay. Yep. Got it. All right. So then finally, little funny story about this one. I know I've probably mentioned it before. This one is again my established group, the Righteous Hands. 5 out of the 6 members. We had one unfortunately who won't be able to make it. Personal matter came up, and we're all bummed. He's bummed. The entire group is bummed that he won't be able to join us. But we have most of the group. They'll be getting some NPC help because 2 out of the 5 people, 2 of the 5 characters in this currently are wizards, and that's a whole lot of clothy for one group of 5. So this one's called When the Levee Breaks, and first off, note it is a 6-hour stream. My players wanted it. When we talked about running something and doing something special for Virtual Greyhawk Con, because this is the 1-year anniversary of the campaign, and this is the group that, by and large, actually, the 5 people here are 5 of the 6 people who kicked off this campaign. The one person who's missing isn't the one who's out this week. It is somebody who is no longer playing. But so we have like 5 original members who kicked off the campaign. Their characters are all still alive at the moment, and you know, we talked about doing a longer game, and they're like, well, we'll run as long. One of the players said, we'll run as long as Rob wants to run. Pointed out that might not be a good idea because I've done games that go as long as 12 hours, and no one wants to be on stream for 12 hours. So we came up with a compromise, 6 hours. So it is a 6 hour long stream. It's great. We'll have some time to have some fun, do some role playing, basically be able to move the story a bit further between different places if needed. It is still going to be very much, a bit sandboxish in terms of things that happen or what the players decide to do, and I will react to them at whatever that may be. But yeah, it's gonna be a special adventure. It's also going to be an adventure where there are things that happen that have the potential to greatly shake up the campaign and the setting and the land. And we will see what comes of all of it. Uh, yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a time. I'm looking forward to all 3 of the games. I every year I tell myself I'm going to take it easy on myself running games, and every year, nope, I do this to myself. Um, it's one thing when I go to CarryCon and I run 3 games in 3 days. But it's this is a different animal. All right, I see that Jay is now live. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Let me take a look at where we stand with the giveaway. Yeah, we have a few entries for the giveaway. Exclamation point ticket to enter. It is a $10 digital product coupon. Good for any digital product from the Troller Games site. Of course, any digital product on the Troller Games site. It doesn't cost you anything to enter. It's just exclamation point ticket to enter. I'll give you another minute or so, and then we're going to get ready to raid into Jay's stream because I do need to connect because I am playing in this game, and I'm going to need to connect myself to Zoom. So with that, we will go to stream ending. Thank you everyone for coming and hanging out. Whether you were talking in chat, lurking, whatever the case may be, even you just had me on in the background. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the resubscribe. I really appreciate it. 33 months, amazing. But let's get ready to raid. Oh boy, yes, yeah. Thanks, Chuck. I appreciate it. Oh man. You rascal, you. All right, I am about to close the giveaway. And there we go. I'm going to draw a winner. Keith, congratulations on the giveaway win. I will send you the product code as soon in Discord as soon as we're done here. But let's get ready to raid Lord Gazumba. All right, we are up to 10 viewers and getting ready to raid in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a great con, everybody. See you on the flip side.